everybody's favorite, but today, Auntie Tanya's one of my favorite aunts. I'm tell a few stories about my aunt, ones that I can't tell in church. So the first one was, I remember when I first got my license, I didn't have a car. I think as Tanya came over, her and my mom, they were going somewhere to the store or something. So I said, Mom, can I use the car? I gotta go do this school project. So she was like, no, we going to the store. So Tanya said, now ironically, I appreciate everyone wearing purple, because the story is about this purple Geo tractor. So she said, well, you can take the truck if you know how to drive a stick. So I said, of course. I said, yeah, let me drive all the time. When we go, Johnny Park and Bell Out and all this stuff like that. He let me drive all the time. Now the reality is, he never let me drive. I never drove the stick. I just kind of understood the concept of it, and I just watched him. So I lied and said, yeah. So she gave me the keys, and I struggled with the stick. I figured it out, and I drove the stick and went to my friend's house and did the school project. So I came back, I was an expert with this tractor. Like, I can drive anything. I'm a beast with this tractor, you can't tell me nothing. So they come back from the store, and she said, how was it? I said, it was cool. She said, how's my clutch? She said, it's good, I figured it out. And she said, well, how was the school project? I said, it was good, I finished it. She said, well, what was her name? I said, whoa, wait a minute. She knows. The jig is up. I paused, like deer in the headlights. I didn't know what to say. But in that moment, I kind of felt like a calm peace, like, is she cool? I can tell her. It was raining. She said, well, do you protect yourself? I said, well, hold on, Auntie, that's a bit much. But I said, yeah. So that's one. That's just talking about us and our relationship. I would say the second one, so a couple of years ago, I came home, went over there to see her, sitting down talking, and Jarvis, I remember this, and
it's all right, baby. All right.
You got it, big dog.
She let me sit there and just probably about 20 minutes. She let me sit there and just cry nonstop. She knew what I was going through. She knew what I was feeling. She didn't say nothing. She just let me sit there and just cry. And then Jarvis was there. He probably remember this. And so after we just kind of sat, talked. We chopped it up, whatever. So we started talking about different investment stuff. Auntie she know I have this strong desire to be rich. A lot of y'all that know that I have a really strong desire to make a whole lot of money. So we started talking about stocks and stuff. So she said, what are you gonna do with these stocks? I said, man, last year I missed out on this opportunity to buy Tesla at the time. We started talking about this stock talk. I said, this time the stock split, I could have made some money. She said, what are you looking at now? I said, man, I really want to buy this Amazon stock, but I can't afford it. It's about $1,600 a share. So I was like, probably got half of it, but I don't really have, all of it to buy it. She said, well, if you really want it, let's get it. Let's do it together. I'm like, for real? She said, yeah, come by tomorrow and, let's get the stock. So I said, all right. So I came back the next day before I went home. She gave me about $700 some in cash. I think at the time the stock price was about a little over $1,600. She gave me about $700 some in cash and a check for $82. I said, Auntie, this $700 is good. I got the rest of the money. I'll take care of it. She was like, no. We're doing this together. I want to give you, my full half. I never cashed a check for $82. In fact, I still got it with me. It's in my coat pocket right now today. I kept it in my drawer. I never cashed it. But I did buy the Amazon stock. And I held on to it every year. Every time we talk, we'll kind of update, hey, this is what the stock is doing. And so last year, just before before I get into too much financial talk, last year Amazon stock split. And what that basically means is for every share that you have, it multiplies times whatever the company split the stock price at. And so our 1 share turned into 20 shares, and the stock price is roughly about $100 a share. And so just fast forward really quickly, that's probably about $1,000 a piece for both of us for a little over a $700 investment. So before I leave Detroit, Jarvis, I would definitely be giving you $1,000 cash from your wife for that Amazon stock. And then lastly, just speaking about our character, again, back to that moment where she just kind of let it out. Last time I was, in this situation, this uncomfortable, familiar territory. Last time was when my father passed. And after that, she called every week. She said she told me that she called all of us. She called them, but I know for a fact that she called me. And she called every week to check on us, just to make sure it was good. She said, hey, I call all of y'all. She said, sometimes they answer the phone, sometimes they don't, but I'm not gonna stop calling. And she did. I'm gonna be honest, probably about 4 months afterwards, she called every week to check on us, to check on me, and to check on all of us. So, again, those are the good stories I can share. Meet me afterwards if you want to know the other stories. But Auntie, I love you. Today, you're my favorite. I appreciate you. And I appreciate everyone coming out today and showing her love and support. Thank you.